before I trip over it. Right. Haven't been posting a lot lately, if you'd noticed. And there's a reason why. This video. Well, not this video is why I haven't been posting, per se. But the subject that this video is on. Now, I don't really like to use clickbaity thumbnails and titles, and you can say that this thumbnail and title is a little bit clickbaity.
You can say that again, pal.
There is some truth in it. It's not the end of my YouTube channel. It's not the end of Endless Road or Endless Art. But it is the end of something.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Now, I'm sure a lot of my subscribers, or even just people watching this video, are small business owners, or maybe even large business owners. And you're probably all thinking the same as me, the rising costs of having said businesses in the UK at the moment. They just keep going up and up and up and up. It's mental. So yeah, that's basically what this video is about, or you know, the root of the problem. You've bound to have seen in lots of like towns and cities and stuff, shop fronts closing up. It's been happening for God knows how long now. I would say the main culprit is business rates. So if you don't know what business rates are, they're same as council tax on your house, but for businesses. Let me show you what mine are by here now. You might want to, that's that old saying in it, you might want to sit down for this, but you don't really give a shit. When I came here, I've been here nearly 12 years now. Back then, when I got the keys to this unit, I was paying, I can't quite remember exactly, but I was paying somewhere between 50 and 150 pounds a month. Business rates, which is, you know, quite ideal. I'm happy to pay that for whatever very little services I get for it. Now we got, focus camera, this much per month, £828 per month. Now if that isn't an absolute rip-off or an absolute piss take, then I don't know what is. How they expect small businesses to come up with that kind of sum, and obviously if you've got a bigger unit than that, then the sum is going to be even higher than that. So if we go back to the beginning of this video now, and I said it's not the end of my YouTube, it's not the end of my companies, but obviously is the end of something. I think you can guess where I'm going with it all. It's the end of this unit. I can no longer afford it. It's too big. Although I mean, it's not too big for. I'd love to keep it. You know, this size of unit is lovely, but the costs of it is too big for a one-man band like me. So what does that mean? It means I gotta fuck off and get a smaller one. So yeah, that's what this video is about. It's the end of this unit that you've seen in, I think, all of my videos. I've been here, like I said earlier, I think, for nearly 12 years. It'd be 12 years in October 2014 I had the keys. So it's actually the longest job I've ever had. I've built up a bit of a connection to this old unit, bit of a relationship with it. So it will be a little bit sad going, and all the other people in the, well, some of the people in the yard, and obviously the staff to do with who run the yard and the landlords and everything. Yeah, it'll be sad, but we must not dwell on that. We gotta think positive and go forward and all that. So where do we go from here? It hasn't been an easy decision, this. I mean, I have had to put a lot of thought into it. You can't just up and move into just something I think is cheaper, because then you run the risk of the old grass is greener kind of situation. Not only did the business rates go up, but the rent went up on this place as well. But the rent is still massively cheaper on this unit than anywhere else. The long and short of it, I need a unit that is small enough that either has no business rates or is very low business rates in comparison to this unit. So that's number one. But then what we also need is plenty of parking space and a nice sized yard that goes with it. Not necessarily just for me. That would be ideal, but that ain't happening, is it? Let's just face that. It's going to be shared by other tenants. But the yard that we're in now, this is before anyone comes into work, and you can already see it's quite busy. Well, when everyone starts coming into work, then you can imagine how busy it gets. At some times of the day, I'm actually blocked in. I've had to ask people to move to be able to go home and stuff. It's not necessary, but a bonus, I would prefer it, is to have like a gated yard, like fenced off. Security, basically. I also want the unit to look nice and presentable from the outside. At the moment, I'm in quite an old, like, I think it's an 80s unit, might even be 70s, I don't know. It doesn't look very presentable, but when I started off here, I was just running as a body shop, and it didn't really matter what it looked like, as long as the work you were producing was, you know, a good standard, then that's all the customers wanted, really. But when you're doing custom paint, which is what I do now, and people are handing over their prized Harley Davidsons or Lambrettas or whatever, and they want to see what work you've produced before, so you might have examples on the walls and around and about, then the unit has kind of got to look, you know, presentable as well. So that's what I want, you know, a better looking unit. Location of the unit, obviously that's an important one. It can't be a million miles away from where I live. I don't want the commute to work to be any longer than it is now. It can't be off the beaten track, because sometimes people can't find where I'm at now, and that's just because I'm tucked off of the main road. So you want customers to be able to find you. And then last but not least, it kind of sounds weird saying this, but the shape of the unit is important as well. I've had a look online, and there's so many units out there with like weird shaped roofs. So what I'm getting at here is, if you can imagine just a unit, you know, side, if you're looking at the side on now, and then the roof goes like that and like that. That would be ideal, because then it's high enough that I can put like a second floor, either the whole length of it or at least half of it, just to give me some more floor space. But there's so many units out there that the roof is like that, or it's like that, or it's like that at the front and it goes like. Yeah, none of them are ideal, because we need to put a second floor in. So we know what we're looking for. Now, if you apply all those filters into one of those online searchy things, you might think that there's going to be thousands of choices turn up. No. What was there? 4? Another thing I didn't say then about criteria is, and it's common sense, obviously the cost of the rent on the unit as well. So yeah, taking that into account as well, I was left with 4 choices. Not a lot. The first choice, which was probably the most ideal, was actually in this yard. So obviously if I were to go for that one, the actual moving of everything that's in my unit would be the easiest. Unfortunately, that is now a no-go. The tenant, and I know him as well, he's been wanting to move out for a while. I have had a chat with him, but the long and short of it, he doesn't really know when he's moving out, so I can't rely on it. So I've knocked that one on the head. I was a bit gutted about it because it's the right size. It already has a mezzanine in there. It's at the other end of the yard. But if you didn't know, the industrial estate where I'm at now actually has a main road going straight through the middle of it. So there is passing traffic. That unit has the front of the unit facing the main road, so you can see it from the main road, which would be ideal if you're selling stuff like products, things I've painted. But yeah, it's a no-go, so that one got crossed off the list. Right, time to look at some units. I think it's 6 o'clock Saturday morning, so obviously we haven't got any viewings booked for these. So this is just gonna be a recon mission, shall we say. We're gonna check out the closest one to my home first. Right, we're in the industrial estate somewhere, just trying to find where the flipping heck the unit is. I've been round here once. I haven't been round here yet though. Hang on, is this it? Yeah. I think this is it. Yeah. It's that one there in the middle. Unit 23 in the middle there. Good points. It has its own little inner yard, gated yard. Bad points. It's right in the middle of two businesses that are basically taking up the whole yard, and the yard is tiny. The first unit has one, but this unit that's available appears to have no front door. It has a roller shutter door, but that means in the winter you're gonna have to have the roller shutter door for customers to come in, that's no good. This entire industrial estate now is, like I just said, I've been around here once. It's a bit of a maze. Trying not to sound snobby here, but it's a bit grotty. There's quite a lot of scrap cars dotted around, and don't think it looks that presentable for people dropping off their pride and joy motorbikes. So yeah, this one's no good. Don't like this one. Right, we're at the next destination. Any of my overseas subscribers or watchers, if they wanted to know, the last place was in Aberbargoed. I have no idea what Aber means, or whether Bargoed has a meaning either. I'll have to look it up. If any of my Welsh speaking watchers or subscribers know what it means, pop it in the comments for everyone to see. And now we're in a little place called Mountain Ash. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? I promise you it is lovely. I'm guessing it's got a Welsh name as well, but they prefer to use the English name for this place, and it probably stems back from the coal mining days when they just used to dump all the slag on the hills there. Anyway, so yeah, we're at the next yard. I'm not too fond of this one either. So it's this one here, number 4. I'm not sure, there might be another one available as well, but they are more presentable than the last site. But the car park tapers going down that way, it gets more narrow. And whoever these guys are by here that does headstones, they're taking up about quarter of the yard with their stock. So yeah, there's not much parking available, and the unit that's empty at the moment is directly opposite these gates here. So you can't park outside the front of your unit because then you'd be blocking everyone else. And I can't see because the fence is behind me, but further down there all the car parking spaces are taken up as well. Also, directly behind the unit is a river, so I don't think they would allow vents going out the back of the units for spray booth and that, because obviously you might directly pollute the river, innit? I don't think they would allow me here anyway if I wanted to. Okay, just arrived at the last location. Now there is a few units available here that are the right size, shall we say. This one that I'm going to show you in a mo is the only one down this end of the yard. It is quite a big yard, this, but it isn't a maze like the first place the Aberbargoed one. So we're in Kilvanith now. It's pretty nice down here. This is sort of like the quiet end of the yard, I think. There's a gated yard further behind me. I don't know who uses that. And to the right, I think there's all wind chimes rattling away by here now. But I think there's like playing fields or something by here. They're alright looking units. Semi-modern. The only problem is around here. I mean, customers can pull up over here. There is plenty of space. But as for parking, dedicated parking spaces, I think there's just one next to the roller shutter door, and obviously you can pull up in front of the roller shutter door as well. So there it is, number 44. Again, there might be one or two others available here, I'm not sure, but online it's just coming up number 44. This unit by here is actually a bigger unit, so I think 44 ends by there, so it's just from there to there. So you've got a little, quite a nice window by there as well. So yeah, we're Saturday morning at the moment, so I don't know what time it is, between 6 and 7. I think it's 7 o'clock. There's no one here, which is good. So I don't mind that one, but there are 3 better ones on this estate, which just got to drive back to the beginning of the yard again and I'll show you them. Okay, so these ones, they're like separate to the main yard. So there's the main yard by there where we just were. There's the entrance in, and then these ones are like in their own little yard by here on their own, which is quite nice. I like that. And yeah, it's unit 3, 4 and 5 that are available, and they look quite nice. So I think unit 5 there would be my first choice, being on the end. Is one less neighbour then, isn't it? They're all the same size, but as of at the moment, yeah, you only got 2 tenants occupying this bit, and as you can see, there's, the gated yard there, so that ticks that box. The roof is a nice height. It looks presentable. It's 950 square foot or something like that. I think we're like 5 minutes closer to where I live. It's in a good area. Yeah, so far it's ticking all the boxes. The only bad point so far is the road coming into this place. It's a lovely straight road, mind. It is signposted, this industrial estate, off that main road, but it's covered in trees, so you can't see it. So I very nearly drove past the entrance. So if I nearly did that, a lot of customers might do that as well. So yeah, obviously you could trim the trees, couldn't you? The other bad point, which is a biggie, directly behind me in the van by here, I'm not sure if you can see it. You can see in my mirror there's a school. So obviously twice a day it's gonna get real busy here. I can imagine this road coming down into this place is gonna be rammed full of parents dropping off and picking up their kids, possibly even coaches and buses as well. Any customers wouldn't want to be coming here between 9 and whatever flipping time kids start in school, and was it like 3:30 or something? So yeah, gonna have to have a think about that. I think I might book a viewing of this place though. I'll book a viewing for number 5 there. I don't need to see the other two or the first one we looked at further down there, because they're all the same size. The first one is a little bit cheaper though. Right, since the last clip, about a week has passed and we've just come back from a viewing of that unit. Pretty good. Actually seemed a little bit bigger in person.
That's what she said.
Pretty happy with it all. The estate agent, mind, he was flipping weird. He couldn't look at me or open his eyes whilst talking. So he was like, yeah, the unit is this big. There's a toilet in the background. It's just been refurbished. So yeah, like he said, the unit has been refurbished. It's had a new roof, new electric roller shutter door, which is good. And yeah, paint and all stuff like that. Bad points. Apparently we, or any respective tenants, are responsible for repairs on the unit, which I don't understand at all. Like, I'm renting off you, your unit, and you expect me to pay to repair your unit. What's that all about? There's probably going to be people watching and saying, yeah, well, my unit's the same, or whatever. But where I'm at now, the landlord is responsible for repairs. So yeah, I'm not used to that. Although on the flip side, it's just had a new roof and everything else, so nothing's really going to go wrong for quite a few years, you would hope. There's also a service charge and insurance to pay as well. So the rent is, I think, $960 a month, including the VAT. There's going to be some rates on that, so around about $150 or something a month. I've just been like working out the figures, and I'd probably be saving myself around £500 a month on compared to this unit, which is not too shabby. I could survive then. I didn't video any of that viewing because I think I would would have looked a right gimp. Shake his hand. Yeah, I'm just going to be filming this as well, if you don't mind. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. There's plenty of people who probably would have, but yeah, not me. But after I said bye to the estate agent, I did in fact go and see the one of the other tenants in Unit 2 and have a little sneaky word with them. Ask, what's it like and what the landlord's like and what the school situation is, and he confirmed it. It is busy twice a day. He did say, however, that the landlord is a bit strict and, how shall we say it, not very reasonable. So with knowing that, he did tell me that previous tenants have been told to shift their scrappers from outside, and if they don't, they were kicked out. So I'm gonna have to find a place to put them, which is a bit of a twat, isn't it? Because I got a couple, so I can't park any of them out in the car park, in that huge car park. So something to think about now. Basically now gonna be a new series of videos. Don't fucking roll your eyes now, come on. I can't help this. As you can imagine, a lot of the projects are on hold now because this is happening. I mean, I can't be working on them. I gotta move them. So yeah, I apologize for that if you're waiting for the scooter to be done or the cafe racer to be done, the Beamer, any of the Skylines. You have to wait a little bit longer. So yeah, this is gonna be the main subject at the moment going forward. Getting another unit, fitting it out, moving all the shit over. It's super scary, but I think it's gonna be better in the long run going forward for the business. And I think there might be some good, interesting footage as well. I think we'll have fun. I think the new unit will be better. I'm saying all this, they might say no to me. Although I'm not really automotive anymore, I'm not a body shop or anything, but I am still linked to things with 2 wheels, so they might say no. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. That's why I haven't been posting as many videos, because you can imagine it's been a lot on my plate, plus what work I'm having to be doing. So hopefully things go well. Pray for me. No, fingers crossed. I work things out with this landlord now and the estate agent and stuff, and come to whatever deal, or they agree to let my business actually be there, and we go from there. Yeah, I will document it all on here, and you can see what happens, and hopefully we come out the other side still swimming. Is the closest to my... Fuck's sake. It's better than the last one. Right, we're at the next destination. Fuck's sake.